We're doing something new today. We're going to be doing an unboxing and review of our brand new e-bikes from Lectric. Now first let me tell you a little bit about the ordering process from Lectric. When we ordered anyway, there was a back order process, but not a big deal. You place your order and then they build your bikes, and about 30 days later they ship. And it takes about a week to receive them. It took about 2 weeks for Nancy to receive hers, even though we ordered them at the same time. No problem. Lectric does a great job keeping you informed. Once you order to when your bike is being built and to when your bike ships, they keep you informed through the whole process. Now here's the bike the way it arrives from the factory. It is actually 99% built. All you have to do is take the handlebars and the rod and insert it into the bicycle, and then you lock the clasp to the right handlebar height wherever you want it. That's it. It's that simple, and you're ready to start riding. Although I would suggest before you start riding that you check all the nuts and bolts and everything on the bike to make sure everything is tight. We found a few things that were loose, but it was no big deal. So let's walk around this bike. You'll see it's built very, very solidly. It has all metal fenders. It has a great kickstand. The pedals even fold up, which is very nice for when you want to fold the bike in half and put it into storage. Also, you'll see it has a metal luggage rack. It has a nice tail light on the back. The seat is cushioned, which is very nice. And then up here in the middle of the bike is where the battery is stored, right here. And over here is the clip. When you want to fold the bike in half, you unclip it, and you can also, while the bike is unfolded, you can also remove the battery. Now it also has very nice rubber hand grips. I've heard some people say that they didn't like the hand grips. I don't know if they've changed them, but I like these hand grips. They're fine. It has a nice gear shifter, which I enjoy, and it has a very nice display. The bike controls and the display controls couldn't be easier. You have two up and down arrows. You also have a mode button. The up and down arrows are used to set your power assist levels. You have levels 1 through 5. If you hold down the up arrow for 3 seconds, it will turn on your lights. Likewise, if the lights are on and you hold down the up arrow, it will turn off your lights. If you hold down the down arrow for 3 seconds, it will trigger the uphill walk mode. Holding down the mode button for 3 seconds will turn on your bike. Holding down the mode button again for 3 seconds will turn off your bike. You can also use the mode button to toggle between different items on your display, like your odometer, your trip counter, your voltage, your current, and your trip timer. Moving around to the front of the bike, you have a handlebar release clasp. By releasing this clasp, you can fold the handlebars down. You do this when you want to put the bike into storage and fold the bike in half. You also have a headlight on the front of the bike. Now for the review. I just want you to know that Nancy and I have received nothing for making this video. We paid full price for these bikes, and we wanted to give you our honest opinion of what we thought about them. Let's start with the brakes. You get disc brakes on both the front wheel and the rear wheel. And I think these brakes work perfectly fine. I have a very, very steep hill that I go down on a regular basis, and I have absolutely no issue with these brakes stopping me. So I just wanted to let you know that. Now some people have complained that they squeak or they're very loud. I haven't really noticed that. I do hear some squeaking from time to time, but it's nothing crazy. It's just some regular squeaking. Sometimes they're very quiet. So I haven't really had an issue with these brakes, and I think they work perfectly well. So let me tell you, I am not a techie when it comes to bicycles, but I wanted to let you know that it is a 7-gear bike. There are 7 gears in the rear, and there's just the 1 gear on the pedal up front. So there's no multiple gears up front, so it's not 7 times however many gears you have in the front to make it 7 times 2 or 7 times 3. It is just the single gear sprocket in the front. But I think with the way they have everything set up and the power of this motor, which I'm about to get to, I think it's a perfect combination. So let me tell you about this motor. It's pretty darn incredible. I'll go ahead and read to you what is listed on their website. It's a 500 watt, 800 watt plus peak, brushless, geared rear hub is what they call it. Now, what I call it is pretty fantastic, because I just told you about the big hill that I go down a lot. I've come up that hill also, and I usually ride in pedal assist 2. I get great battery economy when I'm in pedal assist 2. So I'm usually coming up that hill just in pedal assist 2, and I drop into either first or second gear pedaling, and I can pedal up that hill, no standing up to pedal or anything like that. I can pedal right up the hill. It's pretty darn amazing. This motor has a ton of power. It will actually allow you to go 28 miles an hour in pedal assist. Now, it comes set at 20 miles an hour, but you can actually go in, they tell you how to do it, and set it so that you can actually go 28 miles an hour. All right. So let's get to my very first complaint, and it's not a big complaint, but every review I have seen has mentioned this, and I have to say it's true. The front headlight really isn't a front headlight. It's very, very weak. It might be okay for letting traffic see that there's something there, that there's a moving object over in the other lane. But as far as being a true headlamp and shining light onto the ground where you can see where you're going, it does not do that. Let me show you what Nancy and I did to fix that problem. So just to let you guys know, I'm not one for tedious work like going out and looking for the best headlamp replacement. But Nancy loves doing that type of stuff, so I let her. And this is a headlamp that she found that's battery operated. It just hooks onto your handlebar, and it does a great job. It has 3 settings. It has the regular headlight setting, and then it has 2 other random flashing settings, and it puts out a ton of light. It's an LED, and it's very, very bright. And just to let you know, the tail light on the bike works perfectly well. It's bright, people can see it. Now, most kits that you're going to get are going to come with a tail light. I would say go ahead and strap that onto your bike seat post and just have the additional light. You can never be too safe. Another item that we replaced but isn't a must. Nancy and I are both over 60, and so we're just wanting a little extra comfort. So we got this Cloud 9 seat, and we really like it. Now, if you've just started riding a bike again and you haven't ridden in a while, give the other seat a chance. I thought it wasn't that bad, but I must admit the Cloud 9 seat is very nice. To me, the thing that makes the biggest difference in the comfort of the ride is this piston seat post. It absorbs all the shock, and along with the Cloud 9 seat, it really makes the ride enjoyable. Now, I want to let you know that the one that we're listing is the one that we got. And so when you look in the notes and you click on that link, be aware that if you're taller than 5'10", which I am, you're probably going to either have to find another manufacturer or see if that manufacturer has one with a longer post. I have mine already set to the maximum height, and it's fine for me. But if you're taller than 5'10", I would recommend getting a larger post. For safety, I would recommend getting a rear mirror. This is one I picked out. I like it a lot. It's very nice. You can have it adjusted above the handlebar or below the handlebar. On this bike, above the handlebar, at least for me, my left arm and my left shoulder blocked a lot of the view that I was seeing. It seemed like it was more in the picture than the traffic behind me. So I dropped it below the handlebar, and now I can see everything perfectly behind me. And if you should be biking in an area that you're not familiar, you might want to get this phone holder so that you can have your GPS going, and also in case of an emergency your phone is right there for you. When Nancy and I purchased our bikes from Lectric, they were offering you a free saddlebag, and the free saddlebag we got was fine. But Nancy wanted something a little bit different that would hold a little bit more and had a different configuration to it. So she went ahead and ordered a different saddlebag. I went ahead and ordered a new one after using the other one for a while because I decided I wanted more of a trunk feature on mine as opposed to saddlebags. So I went with a trunk bag on mine, which I really like. Of course, when you're riding, you need to stay hydrated, and we found this bottle holder online, a package of 2 for $10. So that was a fantastic deal, we felt anyway, and we grabbed them. So your bike is a big investment, so I would recommend getting a good quality bike lock. This is one we found online, and I'll put it down in the notes. But it has an alarm and a siren built into it. So if someone jiggles the lock, it's going to go off. If someone tries to move your bike, it's going to go off. If someone tries to cut the cable, which is a very heavy-duty cable, it's going to go off. This, I think, will be a great way to protect our investment. Lectric says you're going to get between 25 and 50 miles per charge on this bike, and I find that to be exactly right. I use Power Assist Level 2, and I'm averaging well over 40 miles. And the last thing I want to talk about is the tires. These are all-terrain fat tires, and they really make riding this bike a lot of fun and very smooth. They take a lot of the bumps out of the road. Some people have complained that the front end should maybe have some shocks on them, but I think if you're riding this on the road or even on a trail, you'd be fine. You would not want to go mountain bike riding, I don't believe, with this bike. So all in all, how do Nancy and I like this bike? We both love them. I've ridden my bike now over 200 miles, and I am having a great time. I just love this bike. We hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and to hit that notification bell to get notified each time we have a new video.